I can't believe this is here. Hi, PAX. My name is Wil Wheaton. And as the duly elected Secretary of Geek Affairs, with the power vested in me by the many readers of Penny Arcade, it is my honor, it is my privilege, and it is my pleasure to say welcome home. When I addressed PAX Prime in 2007, I used some of the time I was given to dispute the ridiculous and now thoroughly discredited notion that we gamers are all antisocial psychopaths.
Why?
I said that whenever I heard a pandering politician pontificate about how dangerous and antisocial and devoid of redeeming qualities video games and we who play them were, I got a little stabby. I was really sick of feeling like I had to defend us and our hobbies and present a case for the defense to people who had a vested interest in ignoring it. Well, since then, about 168,000 of us have been to PAX in Seattle, and millions of us have gone to gaming conventions all over the world. Our culture has grown so enormously that an annual gathering in just one city is not big enough to hold us. And while I thought that it might have been clever and amusing to open this speech with, "I'm Wil Wheaton and Jack Thompson can suck my balls wicked hard," I decided not to. Because while it's a moderately funny thing to say, the truth is, nobody gives a shit about Jack Thompson anymore. Jack Thompson has been disbarred. He is as relevant as Jack Chick. Kids, ask your parents. He and people like him were wrong about us. They were wrong about everything. They lost every fight they picked with us in the court of law and public opinion, largely because we refused to be the caricature they claimed we were. So now, on those increasingly rare occasions when I encounter some poor, misguided fool who waves a sign and screams in my face that we're terrible, antisocial people, I don't feel stabby anymore. Instead, I simply say, we disagree. All 50,000 of us who came to Boston in March, in the snow, to play games, together, But by the end of the weekend, you will know exactly what I mean when I say that. And you will join our now semi-annual tradition of counting down until the next PAX. And incidentally, I'm incredibly jealous of you PAX virgins. Not because some girl dressed up as Magenta is going to come out and tickle you. But the time between your first PAX and your second PAX is only 5 months. It's not the usual 12. You do not know how lucky you are. It is for those of you who are new to PAX that I am going to steal from the 2007 version of myself and throw out some gaming references so that we can all see what generations are represented in this room. Feel free to holler out if any items on this list catch your attention. It is very dark. You have died of dysentery. Roll initiative. Shots do not hurt other players. Yes. Enchantment? I play Dark Ritual and Black Lotus and summon a Sengir vampire. And not an M10 either. Our princess is in another castle. Ancien Metal Elohia. Game over, Moon Pie. That's funny, in all my rehearsals, I never anticipated that would be the response. So my point then and now is that we may be from different generations. From the Dan kids today who have never set foot inside an arcade, to old guys like me who grew up in them. From a generation of gamers who never had to calculate THACO, to a generation who wrote entire systems so our children wouldn't have to. From those of you who don't even know what a mock set is, to those of us who sold ours to buy our first house. Whoever we are all here, all of us, because we are gamers. And for the next 72 hours, this is our time. When Robert Koo asked me if I would speak to you today and deliver the inaugural keynote address to PAX East, I think the first thing I said was something like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" No. There is no way I will ever be able to top 2007, and I don't know if I'm even going to be able to equal it. I obviously changed my mind. I kept thinking about how much I love PAX, and how much joy PAX has brought into my life. I kept thinking about how grateful I am to Gabe, Tycho, Enforcers, everyone I have met and gamed with at PAX since I first attended 3 years ago. I can divide my life in every way that matters into before PAX and after PAX. It would have been a flagrant violation of Wheaton's law, quite possibly my greatest contribution to the world, which would not exist without PAX, if I had said no. So I said yes. But what would I say when I got here? What was I going to talk about? The answer, unsurprisingly, came to me while playing a game. My friend Shane and I were playing Small World while we waited for the rest of our friends to get to my house so we could get down to the very serious business of losing Pandemic over and over again. I was destroying his berserk elves with my Dragon Master Amazons. And between turns, we sort of imagined what kind of world this was, where Amazons controlled dragons and elves were berserk fighters. Was this really a world worth fighting over? Maybe if they'd been commando Amazons, am I right? While he put the elves into decline in favor of bivouacking rat men, you know, like you do, I knew what my speech today would be about. Gaming is the foundation of the best friendships I have ever had. And it is the mortar that has held my group of friends together.